Assalamu alaikum students. Today the topic we are going to discuss is voice change. Voice change is part of transformation of sentences. So this is actually going to be your last class on transformation of sentence. Now what is voice? There are two kinds of voice, that is active voice and passive voice. Active voice are the very normal structures which we usually see, that is subject plus verb plus object, while the passive voice will be in the reverse structure, that is object plus an auxiliary verb plus the past participle of the subject, and then we see the past participle of the main verb, and then we see subject, and then we see the extension part. So in case of passive voice, sentences are started with object, not subject, and subject comes after by. That is, in most of the cases when we are using the passive voice, we are using the by plus subject structure. So the first structure I am going to show you, it is in the simple present form. That is, we see I is the subject, him is the object, no is the main verb. I am writing he, and then the auxiliary verb is has been brought, then known, just in case of no, I am not using by plus subject, rather it is to plus subject. He is known to me very well. So here we see object he, then auxiliary verb is, then the past participle known. Instead of by we are using here to, but in other cases we will see that by is used, then the subject me, and then the extension very well. I like it very much. I am using here it. It is the object, then is, then the past participle of the main verb liked, by me, very much. The very much portion is the extension. So we can see object plus the auxiliary verb plus the past participle form of the main verb, and then by plus subject plus the extension portion. One thing we should remember that voice change always happen in case of transitive sentences, not any intransitive sentence. That is, I am a boy. How can I change the voice? No voice. Once upon a time there was a king. No voice. But when I am using any transitive verb, of course, I can change it into passive form. So let's proceed. If the subject is in, if the sentence is in simple past form, then how can I use it? I liked the movie very much. Here the movie is the object. So I am bringing the object in the beginning, the movie, then is, sorry, then we will use was. Why was? Because I am using here liked. Liked is the simple past form. So while I am using simple, in case of simple present form, am is are plus the past participle of the main verb, I am using was plus the past participle of the main verb. The movie was liked by me very much. The movie is the object, and then I am using was here, and then liked, liked as the past form and the past participle form, they are the same. So I am using here the word liked. By plus subject, by me very much. We will not touch anything in the extension form. So when I am changing the voice, actually my prime concerns are the position of the subject, the position of the object, and what will be the form of the verb. That is the auxiliary verb and the main verb. I am watching a drama right now. Here a drama is the object and I is the subject. Now A drama is being watched by me right now. Here we are using the object a drama, and then I am using is being. Why is being? While I am using I am watching. The thing is, when I am bringing the object into the position of the subject, then my auxiliary verb will follow this object, and as this object is the third person singular number, that's why I am using is, because we know that with third person singular number we use is being then the past perfect form of watched by plus subject by me right now. So when I am using this structure, actually this is like I am reversing the whole thing. I am putting down the object into the position of the subject, and if there is any continuous tense, then I am using am being, are being, or is being in case of present form. In case of past form, I was watching a drama, then a drama was being watched by me then. That is, when I am putting down this one at the position of the subject, I was watching, then when I am turning it into passive, I am bringing the object at the position of the subject, a drama, then was being watched. The word watching has been turned into watched. Then I am using the structure was being, and then by plus subject, by me. So in case of past continuous tense, I am using was being or were being. If I say I was watching many people at that time, then I may say many people were being watched, because the word many people, it is actually what? It is actually plural number. I have eaten sweet a few minutes ago. Here sweet is the object. So sweet is put here, and then has been. Sweet is the singular number. So sweet has been eaten. Eaten will remain unchanged because eaten is the past perfect form itself. The main change in case of present perfect tense is, in case of have or has, we are using have been or has been. Here I am using has been because sweet is the object here, and if I use sweets, then I will use sweets have been eaten. Sweet has been eaten by plus subject, by me, a few minutes ago. A few minutes ago is the extension part. I had eaten sweets before he came. Sweets had been eaten by me before he came. The question is, I am leaving this part before he came. He came. This part I am leaving unchanged. Why I am leaving it unchanged? I am leaving it unchanged because sweets are the object and sweets had been. I am using it had been. The structure had been. Why? Because here we have had and we will turn have had into had been. Then the past perfect form of eaten plus by plus me. That is by plus subject. Then before, then the principal part. Principal part will remain unchanged because it is an intransitive verb. So object plus had been. Why had been? Because in case of past perfect tense, we are using had been, and had been will be used indiscriminately in case of singular or plural number. Sweets had been eaten by plus subject. The subject is me, then before plus the extension. I have been reading a book for 3 hours. Here I am changing it and our object is a book. Then I am bringing a book here. Then has been being. So if past perfect tense is being used, present perfect continuous tense is being used, then the structure at the passive will be object plus has been being or have been being, then the past form of the main verb read by plus subject, and then we will use the extension part for 3 hours. I have been reading a book for 3 hours. A book has been being read by me for 3 hours. He had been reading a book for 3 hours before I came. Here, the change will be like a book. This is the object. A book and been being read by him for 3 hours. A book had been being read by him for 3 hours before I came. So here we see a book, the object, and then as we have used had been reading, so we are using had been being, then the past form of the past participle form of read by plus subject by him for 3 hours before I came. We will remain this portion unchanged because this is an intransitive portion. This is an intransitive verb without any object. I will finish the job early. The job is the object, and then the job, this is the object, will be finished. When I am using will, then be plus the past participle form of the main verb, finished, by plus subject, then the extension early. The job will be finished by me early. So in case of future indefinite tense, I am using will plus be plus the past participle form of the main verb. This book will be being read by me tomorrow. I will be reading this book tomorrow. So this book is the object, and I am bringing this object in the beginning in this sentence. This book, then will be, the structure is will be plus main verb plus ing, will be being, then the past participle form of read while the main verb is reading. Sorry for the slip of the pen. It will be by me tomorrow. I will have been watching a movie for next 2 hours. Now a movie is the object, a movie will have been being watched by me, by plus subject, for next 2 hours. So here in case of future perfect tense, instead of will have been, we will use will have been being. If I say I will have watched a movie, if I say I will have watched a movie, then I may say, that is, I will have watched a movie. Then I may say a movie will have been. There no being will be used, as it is not a future perfect continuous tense, rather it is a future perfect tense here. The previous one was future perfect continuous tense, while we see it is future perfect tense here. I will have watched a movie for next 2 hours. A movie will have been watched by me for next 2 hours. So here the structure will be object plus will have been plus the past participle of the subject. So if we see will have, we will use will have been. If we see had plus past participle, we will use had been. If we see have plus past participle or has plus past participle, we will use have been or has been. That's the structural idea basically. Often we encounter some some sentences who have double objects. So in these cases, what can we do? I saw him watching TV. Here both TV and him are the object, but here we will use this watching TV, that is this quasi this portion having main verb plus ing as an extension. Rather, I will use he was seen by me watching TV. So we are not using this watching TV portion we are not using this watching TV portion as any active part, rather we are use it as an extension. Rather we are focusing on this object, that is he. He teaches us English. So English and us both are objects here. We can do it in two ways. English is being taught us by him. Here we are using this object English. English has been brought here. Then, sorry, not being, because it is not a present continuous tense, rather simple present tense. We are use English is taught. English, then is taught. Teaches is the main verb here, and it is in simple present tense. So we are using is plus the past participle form of main verb taught, then by plus subject him. So English is being taught us. Us will remain unchanged. Us is another object which will remain unchanged, and then by plus subject. Or we can do, or we are taught English by him. Or we can use we are taught English by him. Here we are using this subject we, then are plus past participle of the main verb taught, then the object English, and then by plus subject him. Let us come to interrogative sentence. This is the simple present form of an interrogative sentence, that is, do you like it? We know that when I am turning interrogative, when I am turning simple present tense into passive one, then I am using is. So here we are turning it into an interrogative one. So is plus subject it, then the past participle of main verb liked. Is it liked by plus subject you? Is it liked by you? If I am turning any present continuous interrogative sentence into passive, then what will be the structure? Like this one. Is this book being read by him now? Here I am using is, then this book, this is the object, then being plus the past participle form of, instead of reading I am using read. Is this book being read by plus subject, by him now? So here we see that is will be used here because this book is third person singular number, and then being is used, and then the past participle form of read, and then by plus subject. So in case of interrogative passive sentences, we are just bringing the main verb in the beginning and then object and then being plus past participle plus by plus subject. Have you read this book earlier? Has this book been read by you earlier? So has plus the object, and then we are using been, and then the past participle form read plus by plus subject plus the extension. So this is actually the structure of an interrogative sentence into past perfect tense. That is, we are bringing the auxiliary verb in the beginning, then object plus been because it is in past perfect tense. So we know that in present perfect tense. So we know that in case of present perfect and in case of past perfect we use have been, has been, had been. Then the past perfect form of read, and then by plus subject plus the extension. So we are almost finished. Just let's see the last structure, that is imperative sentence. In imperative sentence we don't have any subject, we have verb plus extension. Do it right now. So in case of imperative sentence we use at first let, then object it, then be plus past participle done, let it be done. Often we use by you, but the structure by plus you is not that much necessary. So here we can also use do not do it or don't do it, let it not be done. So this is another structure. So this is actually, and the last structure will be if any sentence is with let. let him do it. Let it be done by him. Let him do it. So let, then it, the object, and be plus past participle form, done, plus by plus subject. Let it be done by him. So this is our structure on voice, and with the discussion of voice we have actually finished our discussion on transformation of sentence. On the next class we are going to discuss about preposition, and next class will be on Wednesday. Up to then, be safe, and of course pray for everyone. Goodbye.